What's up, everybody? Anthony here, Empire Music, empiremusic.com. Don't adjust your TV dial. It is me. It is Friday. It's old this week. Joe's out on vacation, a well-deserved and much-needed vacation for him. So he'll be back for the next episode of this. So I'll see you today, or I'm seeing you today, duh. And Monday, I'll see you for new this week. Trade-in, trade-up event still going on. Actually, it's called the summer sales event. And yes, to the one random YouTube comment, it is running all summer. And it is similar to the trade-in event that we've done in the past. But we like this event. It allows us to get some cool new used inventory. It allows our customers to possibly upgrade, downgrade, just add some new stuff into their arsenal. So it's a symbiotic relationship. We're happy to be able to offer it. We're lucky to be in the position to do so. So yes, it is the same trade-in event that's still going on all summer long. What that is $9.99 and above any new product. So not the used stuff I'm going to show you, but that is how we got this stuff. $9.99 and above, take 15% off, and we'll do the best we can to get you a great trade value. And if you're not local to the Pittsburgh area, we'll send you a label to get the guitars to the shop on us, right? So free shipping essentially to us. If you are local in the Pittsburgh area, please stop in, just bring in your guitars. It has been crazy. Right on the homepage of our website, you'll see the big hero graphic there. That's the main graphic. Just, click on that and take you right to our trade-in portal. It's also in the upper, be the right-hand corner, my left, your right, on the website. It'll say trade-in event. You can get right there and submit a form. I swear, it's like every day there's 15 or 20 forms. So if we haven't gotten back to you, and if you submitted it a few days ago, we'll get to you. Trust me, we've just been getting a lot of that stuff. So again, trade and trade up event still going on. Taylor promotion going. So what we can do with Taylor right now is up to 36 months, 0% interest. We can also get you a nice deal on that Taylor as well. Sometimes we don't really talk about any specific pricing in addition to good financing terms or longer financing terms. In this case, we can do it. So feel free to call the shop or check out our Taylor inventory on empiremusic.com. Phone number here is 412-343-5299. I had 9 and one guitar actually sold at the last second. Ironically too, it had been here forever, and I was setting up all the photos and the assets for the emails and to get the video together for this. And right as I was populating the email content, a guy came and was like, I want to check out that Epiphone. It was an Epiphone TV Yellow. And 30 seconds after I put that in the email, he came in and bought it. So it's kind of cool. So I'm down to 8. I didn't add a new one into it. Let's start here because this is a bass that you don't see a lot of. I've probably held one of these brand's basses twice in my life, maybe 3 times. This is an ALEMBIC Epic 5-string. So ALEMBIC is really probably the forefather of, I guess that would say the forefather of the active preamp in electric basses. I think of Phil Lesh. I think of the Phil Lesh's bass with the Dead. When I think about ALEMBIC. But in the 90s and maybe early 2000s, ALEMBIC, who do all custom instruments, started making this Epic line. And this was kind of their approach to mass-produced instruments, even though it's not. These are handmade, custom instruments. They were just doing it with less options than everything they have kind of in the warehouse, which is normally how ALEMBIC works. This thing sounds great. It's killer. It's heavy. But man, it's awesome. Walnut top, 9-ply neck on it, set neck, ebony fretboard, MXR 56 pickups in there. Actually, I think that's the name of those pickups. They sound incredible. Super versatile, brass bridge, brass nut, that classic ALEMBIC headstock with one of the coolest logos on it. Reminds me of like a Lord of the Rings or something kind of logo on it. I think it's just so cool. So awesome to see this come into the shop. It was really cool to having a chance to plug this in. You always feel like you're holding and playing a piece of bass history and music history. Oh, Stanley Clarke too. How could you? And Mark King, 2 like icons in the bass world, always playing ALEMBIC stuff. Absolutely slick. And then also kind of going back in time a little bit. This is a Fender made in Japan from the 90s. It's a 75 jazz bass. They call it like a JB 7590. This is really, really close to what you would get and expect out of a 70s jazz bass. So 70s spacing, 70s pickups, got a slim neck on it. Not the big chunky 70s U though. Bound neck, all that punchy Marcus Miller-y kind of sound on it. The Made in Japan stuff certainly has a cult following. Ash body, just really bright, punchy, awesome bass. This thing plays amazing. If you didn't tell someone this was from the 90s, you really would think this was a 70s jazz bass. Killer. And then staying in the 70s, we have a 78 Les Paul Custom that came in. And check this out. What a great relic job on it, because it's not a relic job. This is how this guitar looks. Absolutely incredible. Gibson humbuckers on it. So everything you we're used to seeing, they're just calling it Gibson humbuckers, not custom buckers, burst buckers, or anything like that. Everything we're used to seeing on the modern Gibsons, but in the 78 package there. What's cool is this, I mean, they really get that rap for being crazy heavy. It's not light, but it's not the heaviest I've ever felt in a 70s Gibson. And then, moving up a little bit, still vintage, not quite as vintage. Have an 89 Les Paul Standard. A little bit light. This actually is really good weight on this. And this has the R6 pickup in it and an L8 pickup in it. So something like a mid-50s humbucker in the neck, and then that late 80s style pickup in the bridge. This thing's loud, and I mean, it's got some real character to it. Great player. A lot of life left on those frets, on both of those actually. Really cool to see that too. So you have one here separated by 11 years, 2 vintage Les Pauls. And then a brand that I always love. We love these in the shop. We've tried to get them in the shop. You know, maybe here's the project for the hive mind out in YouTube. I want everyone to call Tom Anderson Guitars and tell them to take on Empire Music as a dealer. We've talked to these guys 5 times at the NAMM show, and I feel like last year we almost had it, and then we didn't get it. We would love to carry, I just hit the mic, sorry if you heard that. We would love to carry these Tom Anderson guitars. This is the, what is this? The Am Pro, Tele style, like the T style, like the mini hum in the neck, 2 single coils in it. These are all noiseless pickups. This thing's dead silent. This chocolate maple neck, beautiful locking tuners, rosewood boards, light as a feather. I mean, they always are. These are such ergonomically perfect guitars. They sound incredible, all proprietary pickups in it. Love the Tom Anderson stuff. And again, if anyone from Tom Anderson watches this, will you just pick up Empire? Let us pick you up. Let us pick Tom Anderson up. We want to stock your stuff. Everyone call Tom Anderson. Again, tell them to get in Empire Music. Here's the opposite of Tom Anderson. This is an ESP. Is this a 7-string? This is a 7-string. Why would it not be a 7-string? EMG pickups, low B string. You could play Miss Sugar or all of your detuned, ultra heavy stuff. Or not, whatever you want to play on it, but it's really suited for that. This is cheap too, right? $5.99 on this. So if you're looking for a 7-string to add into the collection, or just kind of the style of guitar you want, this is a good option. And then occasionally, when we haven't had enough stuff listed in the fact that I had to pull one out of this video because it sold at the last second, I like to go back into some of the older pages on the used stuff, and Joe does this too. We'll talk about a few things that we discounted. This is a monster. I love these basses, the Music Man HH neodymium magnets in black with the old toilet seat pickguard on it, ebony fretboard on it, roasted maple neck. Love the way it transitions really quickly to a satin neck on it. It's a beautiful piece of maple on it too. And I love the versatility out of the HH. This was $19.99. See, it says $19.99 on there, $17.99 on the website right now. Grab this while you can. Awesome bass that can do everything from vintagey kind of Music Man stuff to modern things. Get a little bit of P bass. Actually, a lot of jazz bass in that too. 60s and 70s styles with all these, the 5-way switch on it. Really nice. And then another one, I think this is down to $30.69 on the website. What's it say on here? $32.99, so a couple bucks off on this. This is a 57, right? No, 52 Tele in the time capsule package. Time capsule package is always cool because it's essentially an NOS guitar that just looks like a little bit of that gloss is kind of worn off on it. Basically almost like Closet Classic on it. Blackguard pickups on it, which I love. That's a really chimey, bright, early, iteration of the Tele pickup on it, and a compound radius neck, 57 soft V, so a little bit of heft on the neck, but not too much. So those two discounted, and always check out that used selection too, because if you go back on those pages, you'll see some stuff that has crossed out prices. That means it's been here for a minute, so we've actually marked it down. We talk about that stuff every so often here on these Old This Week videos. Anything you see in the video that you need or anything in the shop at all, 412-343-5299. This is Anthony filling in for Joe on Old This Week.